Give me a moment, guys. I just need something before I actually start moving my character. I have waited anxiously all morning for this, and this is not my normal stream time, and I'm really sorry about that. But I have waited a lot of hours. I woke up in a really awkward time for me because of the heat, and the moment I saw the game up, I was like, I want to play, but I also know that I would not be able to share the experience with the community if I started that early, so I waited. And this is as long as I could really go. I've seen quite a few faces of the people who seemed interested on, and because those faces appeared, that to me was kind of like the go-ahead sign that I should be able to at least start and not ruin it for everyone else. So please, if you guys don't mind, please don't make this hard for me. Why are frames dropping? Whoa. What's up with the internet connection? Nah. Nah, come on, not today. Second, I want to at least see if I can stop the internet being a dick. They're doing work outside, that's the annoying bit. Hopefully frames aren't dropping too much. Let's just open YouTube. God, it's warm. Ugh.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler?
Take me to Inazuma, please. It's all I want.
Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux Fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
For God's sake, no, please. Really? Not today. Not today. No. Come on. FPS drops are really bad. It's like a slideshow. Really? Oh, come on. It's so weird. It's fluctuating like crazy. It goes from like over 3,000 kilobytes a second to 700 in seconds. What the hell is going on? I've not even like got... Is there anything I can do to mediate the stress on the Wi-Fi? I don't think there is, because the thing is, there's not a whole lot going on indoors right now. So it's fluctuating like crazy, but I don't know exactly why. Can I mediate that at all?
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right?
Let's just check something. I want this to work. Can you guys hear me fine at the very least? Because if the frames are dropping in appearance, then I can at least decrease.
Oh, is that right? Well, it's an honor to meet you.
Was that just a temporary drop? It seems to have stabilized now. Let's see if it still stays stable.
The fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway.
Sorry about this, guys. I can't control the Wi-Fi, though. I have no idea why it just dipped. Oh my god.
To come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Let's just double check the audio. You guys can hear the game audio fine and me, right? Because apparently my Wi-Fi should have stabilized now. I have no idea why it dipped that bad, though.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Good. Take me to Inazuma.
There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So, one thing I just wanted to go over before we actually go to Inazuma, because this is stuff I think is kind of important, because Inazuma is obviously based on Japan. there are multiple ways they could have organized the structure of how society there works. Japan, feudal Japan anyway, had 2 ruling bodies, but we know for a fact one of them likely will not be able to possibly exist in this world. They had the imperial family, and they had the shogunate, which was ruled by the shogun. The shogunate is all of the leading families, basically, all the clans, who pick their representative body, or a representative body takes the place of whoever is the shogun, and they lead those lords, and those lords lead their peasants. So the power spreads throughout the section of the region that the shogunate rules. Meanwhile, the imperial line was a family that was believed to be descended from actual gods, quote-unquote gods. They're descended from kami, but kami are not really gods. Kami can be kind of a range of anything, whether it's a specific event, an extraordinary creature, spirits. Like, human can technically become kami when they die. That's the sort of level of how open it is. So, the imperial line was believed to be descended from Amaterasu, and I forget who else, but it's mainly, they did it for the sake of having a sun god being what the imperial line was descended from, and that solidified the rule of, it was more Western Japan, I'm pretty sure, that was ruled by the imperial line. So, that likely is not possible in Inazuma, because that would mean they'd have to either be descended from Baal, or descended from the previous Electro Archon, which, not possible. I highly doubt it, and if they somehow are, then I'm genuinely shocked. So, it's likely the entire area is ruled by the shogunate, which is obviously ruled by the Electro Archon on top, which is Baal. That's the likely thing. What I believe that the Vision Hunt Decree is based on, meanwhile, is something called the Sword Hunt, which is something that actual Japanese the shoguns of Japan have actually done, and it was a way to demilitarize the general populace for the sake of stopping your enemies from being able to do anything to you, to unification of the actual country. It's kind of like a catch between those, because it actively benefits you if your enemies don't have weapons, but it also stops infighting within your country. And there's a specific one that this is likely based on, which in my opinion is the one by a certain person who did become shogun after Oda Nobunaga's death. His name was Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and he instigated the sword hunt. And his was called the Taiko Sword Hunt. And the reason I think it's specifically based on that is because of the statue we see within Inazuma. If I'm right, I saw visions in it. And the original aim of Hideyoshi was to actually make it so all the swords would be melted down into a statue of Buddha as a sign of prosperity and harmony within the country. That statue, I don't believe it was ever made, but the aim was to do that. Meanwhile, here we have potentially visions being made into a statue of either of Baal herself, or my belief is it's the previous Electro Archon, which looks like Yae Miko. And then Baal herself is potentially based on 3 individuals so far, or at least has taken attributes of 3 individuals. One of which being a sword saint, which is called a kensei in Japanese. And his name is... God, I'm so warm. Miyamoto brain, please. Musashi, meanwhile, he wrote a book called Book of the Five Rings of Gorin no Sho, which is what her sword art actually takes inspiration from. Because the word moon and Merso, well, Merso comes from moon and Merso, which I mentioned in my previous video, is a term taken from this book. And then there's also the mention of her being very involved with the idea of liking Shiba Inus, which one of the previous shoguns of Japan also loved. His name was Tokugawa Tsunayoshi. He was the 5th shogun of the Tokugawa dynasty, and he was known for making a lot of animal rights related stuff, especially for dogs, which got him the title of Dog Shogun. And then there's, of course, the person who is responsible for the Taiko sword hunt that I mentioned before. Just neat little things. Could be wrong on all of them. I don't think I am, but I think it's an interesting thing to bring up before we actually start. Just because this is the foundation of my thoughts going into this, and I feel like that is the best way to kind of go into this with you guys, because then you know where my thoughts are coming from as we go through. So here we are with me being very warm and talking about a lot of Japanese stuff. Good start, right? Good start. Oh, God. It's not stopped streaming, has it? Huh? Stream is still ongoing, isn't it? No, yeah, it is. Okay, my tablet just froze. That's fine.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order.
Another thing I'd recommend is to try and test run Ayaka at some point. I already did. Just to clarify, I already did that. Only because I didn't want to have to do it in the middle of actually playing the game. So, yeah, I've already done that. And something I think is absolutely amazing that they're integrating into the gameplay is now the dodge/sprint is actually functional as an attack or an effect. That is so powerful once they start utilizing characters. But it also means a lot of characters are going to get power crept. It means a lot of characters are going to be power crept.
Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement.
Yeah, Mona sorta does it, but in the case of Ayaka, there's a reason why hers is so powerful, and it's if you have sync with an Electro character, the elemental reaction between Electro and Cryo, I'm pretty sure it mitigates the physical defense of enemies, which is, of course, going to be very good for you if you're stabbing them in the face.
Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosque.
I'm not missing you.
It's kinda hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Shut up, Paimon, we're going to Inazuma.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See? There's no need to get all sappy now.
Something I also really want to be the case. I'm still genuinely hoping that we really are going to fight Baal, and I'm right that the Torii gates that we saw in the background of that scene were her setting up a fight arena. I hope. It'd be so cool, but I want her to not be so I don't want us to be able to win.
It's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back.
Yeah, piss off, Cedric.
The ship is currently anchored off of Guyan Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Yeah, I was right. Superconduct does minus 40% physical resistance, so yeah, no.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
It's what makes the idea of her specifically so incredibly powerful, because you're using superconduct every time you potentially do it. If you have a character like Fischl, for example, you're dumping superconduct on their face, and then you can whack them very hard if you swap out. Or even if you don't, depending on how powerful she is as a main DPS. Obviously, I can't judge her very accurately, because I've had very limited play with her. I don't aim on rolling further, sorry Baal, but Baal is getting my priority. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be offering me free primogems for pulling on you. I've got pity. I'm not doing that. I'm not willing. Baal gets everything I've got. I refuse to give to anyone else right now. God, I'm so warm. Also, something I'm gonna do in this stream, and I think this makes the most sense, because people have had the opportunity to play Inazuma already, and I'm kind of late jumping into the fray, I'm going to be focusing on Archon quests. I will pick up any non-Archon quest, don't get me wrong. But I feel like the longer I take to complete the Archon quest, the more likely I am to get spoiled. And I do not want that, because that kills the experience not just for me, but for all of you as well. It kills any potential discussions we could have. So I'd really appreciate you guys working with the mods. If they don't notice spoilers, mention it and then delete your own comments. Don't post anything, don't backseat game. If I need help, believe me, as much as I'm a prideful twat, I will ask if I feel like I'm headbutting a brick wall for long enough. Is there an easier way to get to Bedo's ship aside from climbing? I didn't find an easier way, unless I set the fast travel point on the ship, which mine disappeared, so I'll just do this. I also assume that our trip to Inazuma is going to be rocky as hell. Get up! Venti! Oh, you... I could kill you. Okay, there we go. I'm not dying from drowning today. That can go right to hell. It's one of the most humiliating ways to die in the game, too. Anything around the ship? Nah, okay. Hi, Beta. Take me to Inazuma. I'm ready.
Ah, you finally made it.
Yes, hurry up.
All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
By listen to the mods, I mean. Because I have no idea what constitutes as spoilers. Very real. I don't know what constitutes as spoilers either, because I'm completely blind. I dodged YouTube and almost every form of social media I've got for this.
Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations.
I want Baal to be very neutral on her views, because there's multiple reasons she could be doing what she's doing. It could be for the defense of her people, because the storm isn't just stopping them from leaving, it's stopping people from entering.
Well, now that everyone's here...
Then there's also the fact that she could be doing it to balance the power scale in... I was gonna say Japan.
Set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
I meant Inazuma, of course. But she could be stopping power imbalance there. Because here's the thing, we know that Baal can't be just outright an arsehole, because she's given people who were in very vulnerable positions visions. Razor, who has no human family whatsoever really left, and was left to the wolves. And then the interesting girl I've got on my team currently, who is my only Electro character on my exploration team, which is Fischl. She was heartbroken when she got her vision, and through getting a vision, she got a companion. And I refuse to believe that she thought Fischl was the most capable person to be given a vision. She's a Chinibyo.
Anchors away!
So, she can't outright just be a dick. But I can completely understand her not having faith in the decisions to give certain people visions. I can definitely get that. Hell, Klee has one. The Fire Archon, the Pyro Archon, has made so much trouble for everyone in Mondstadt by giving her a vision. Of course, I'd judge that if I were a god and someone gave a child like that. Hey, Kazuha! If someone gave a child like that a bloody vision to make their own bombs, I'd question what's wrong with them. Hey, Bido. This is gonna be one hell of a trip. I'm expecting us to get shipwrecked, or almost shipwrecked, considering we see if borderline drowning in the trailer that we got. And through doing the what's it called? By doing the online event, something voyage, brain, please work right now. After braving the raging thunderstorm, the Alcor finally comes to port. Oh, what? Oh, come on. It was that easy? Oh, yes. Look at that. Oh, it gets even better. I've wanted to go to this place from the moment it was mentioned in the story when Jean mentioned that Inazuma was sealed off right at the beginning of the game. I immediately started wondering what Inazuma could be, and look at it! Oh, hi not child. Hi.
Oh, hi there.
Hi. Let's go. I don't know who you are, aside from your name, but let's bloody go.
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain.
Okay, so you have arrangements?
And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Hi. If we're honored guests, then how are you going to make me feel honored, huh? I need big, powerful weapons, and show me where Baal is, because that's what I'm interested in.
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately.
And she's the one making them.
Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Thoma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
How long have you known about me? Come on. Your nation's closed off.
Thoma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these Outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
That means we're easier to find, Paimon. That means we're more likely to be apprehended and potentially attacked. Wonderful. Also, here's another little detail. Like, this was known kind of anyway, but Baal's naming kind of proves it even more. All of the Archons are named after demons. On a serious note, it's not just me saying that. Barbatos, Morax, Baal, and there's also another character who also has that naming scheme. Paimon. And she isn't an Archon, so clearly something's up with her. We knew something would be up with her anyway, but following the same naming scheme as gods, come on. Come on.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here.
Sweet.
Thoma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts.
Sweet. Let's go.
If you run into any problems here, just talk to Thoma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
By moves, do you mean he's gonna try and kill us or hit on us? Because both of those I could probably kick his ass. But one, I'm more liable to break his spine. You guys can decide which.
I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Are you gonna try and swindle us, boy?
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, Kazuha. Oh, I'm actually kind of sad he's not coming with us. It'd make the most sense for him to.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
We got this.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye.
This is gonna be one fun ride. Let's go.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
We need a good reason for being here or we'll be sent back out into the storm.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
To be fair, if we were spotted without going to the government, we'd be in just as much, if not more trouble, because they'd actively impede us then. By going straight there, we're less likely to get screwed over. Just we'd need a good reason for being here.
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried.
Ah, fair enough. So yeah, no, I'm actually right. That works.
So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Okay. Let me look around. Yes, primogems. Give me more to say for Baal. Do it. It's all I want. Oh, look at that. I'm so happy. Is the connection still stable, by the way?
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Thoma.
I'm visiting Thoma.
You must be new here.
Yes. Does the stream actually look good, at least in quality, or does it look like shit? Because I don't want the quality to be too low. I know that the internet was very pushed earlier, and I'm not happy about it. Just, I can't control it.
Excuse me? Please provide the information requested, and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
We are here to trade wine and ore, despite we don't have either wine or, well, actually no, I do have ore, but in-game, we're told we're too young to drink, despite we're probably older than most other people in this game's world. We are here to find my brother.
Well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules...
The thing is, though, they'd have to check our stocks anyway, so if we said the other one, it'd be like, where the hell's your wine? And your ore?
My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Take your time. No rush or anything.
He's a
I
child.
just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
Well, you just made this easy for us. Why are you helping us? I don't like this. I don't trust people who are nice for no good reason.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency.
Okay.
They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
I'd laugh if they start checking us for a bit. It's like, huh? Yeah, you could check. Good. You do that. You're not gonna find anything, but that doesn't mean I can't fuck you up later and probably electrocute you later.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force.
I kind of feel like even if the Sakoku Decree wasn't in force, we'd still be just as screwed.
Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement.
Welcome or not, we don't have a choice. Which we don't.
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well.
How would they even, like, wouldn't they immediately send us out by seeing Paimon? It's like, what the hell is that?
Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency.
Unless yokai are a thing in this place, which we saw a Tanuki sort of thing within the trailer and within the special program, so there could be some very unique creatures in Inazuma. But if they're not, how would we justify Paimon's existence? It's just emergency
Most
food.
of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
A Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
It's so pretty. This place.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Shut up, Venti! Speaking of Venti, imagine the interactions between him and Baal and Morax as well, because there's likely going to be dialogue that each of the characters will have on each other, because we got dialogue between... We got voice lines between or about, from Venti, he talks about Morax. From Zhongli, he talks about Barbato. So, you know, there's that. I'm just imagining Baal's gonna be like, he's a little shit. He doesn't do his job. And then we're just gonna have Venti who's like, she's a stick in the mud.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes, and you sound like you couldn't give any fucks. And I kind of rate it, but at the same time, do your damn job.
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
Excuse you? I don't even have that in game.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
Are you trying to rip me off?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
You can take your math and shove it up your, you know what, no.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
I guess I'm not doing Inazuma if they're actually gonna cost me more. I doubt they will, but if they really did, I don't have 2 million more.
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
She works for the government. I don't think they care. I don't think Baal will care if you're going to, like, scam her out of 2 million more for a country. I don't think she'd care. I think you'd end up on the bloody spike.
Ah, Mr. Thoma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
That's still quite expensive.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka.
Are you gonna pay for us? Are you gonna bum us out on this?
But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
I'd laugh if she kicks him in the balls. That's such a rip. Like, I kind of feel like she was trying to rip us off in the first place, but come on.
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
At least even Paimon understands.
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Thoma. I will make a record.
What? Lady, what the hell's wrong with you?
Much obliged.
You work for the government, and Baal could easily put you on the spike next. She killed Kazuha's friend with no reservations, clearly. Unless you're helping the resistance, I do not see why you would help with that at all, woman. Unless you really want to die.
She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
No, it's more than the Mora.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech.
Nah.
The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how much they can make.
Yeah, no shit. I assumed that much, but still, I'd assume that some amount of money would have to go to the actual Tri-Commission, which, come on.
So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
They rip them off. Which, I don't blame them, but still...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy.
That's a blatant oppression against Outlanders. It
Yes,
is.
But when you're an Outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it.
I actually kind of rate the fact that they included that in the game. That's actually a really neat thing because it would happen. That would absolutely happen in real life.
The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together.
So they have to all put their money in and pay towards the people here because they're making use of the Shogun's decree. Some people must really love Baal's rule then because they're actively benefiting off of so much money through her decree.
That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito.
Someone just put, I'm gonna sue the Shogun. Let's see how well that goes when she's the judge and jury. You'd end up with divine punishment.
Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
So how would an Outlander ever get to meet? The Raiden Shogun feels further away than ever. Yeah, that one.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
Yeah, I have a feeling that she's potentially going to want to kill us the moment she discovers we can use the powers of the elements without a vision. I still stand by the idea that she's likely talking to the Traveler when she said she'd inlay someone on a statue.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration.
Yeah, this'll be fun.
After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe.
That may well be. Yeah, that's definitely the case. And the thing is, on top of that, why in the hell? It doesn't seem like they hate her though. So far, aside from the Resistance, the ordinary people, well, these ordinary people that are pilfering from Outlanders are benefiting from her rule, so she is heavily revered. It's very likely she is either the strongest Archon or one of the strongest, based on the idea that Venti is the weakest and his influence is weakest in Mondstadt because he does not directly rule over his people. While what Thoma just said, that the Shogun is the most revered entity in all of Inazuma, and others gaze up in awe. She's revered, whether it's through fear or because of actual respect, it still probably contributes towards her gnosis.
Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
I would love that. It'd be too funny. And then we'd also see her pull the sword out of her chest and launch it across the table.
And is that likely?
I think the Pyro Archon's less likely to be powerful because we see that, in the case of Vanessa, unless, the Murata people have changed, they lived in tribes, so they weren't actively ruled by their Archon. They could freely travel. So she likely isn't the most powerful. I'd assume it's the Electro Archon and the Cryo Archon are the strongest, until we see the Dendro Archon and the Hydro Archon in their positions. That's my opinion. No way of knowing, just an assumption based on the lore of the game, and what we actually know is going on in the game.
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Probably as a sacrifice, but go on.
Really? Wow, the Rito Fixer is better connected than we thought.
This might not benefit us, Paimon.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there...
What sort of gift are you offering this girl, and will she even care?
Connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too.
Paimon, we're asking for kind of a lot. We're asking for him to introduce us to a god of the area who also does not like Outlanders, clearly, and does not want them in her lands, unless, you know, they can cover a good reason for being there.
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora.
You're talking about help, or some sort of manual labor. If it's prostitution, go dive into the fucking harbor and drown.
In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first.
Thought so. Come on.
I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Yeah, no, this works for me. Let's go.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the...
Nope, oops.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind.
Well, you did manage. You have enough connections to stop people from being scumbags and scamming, meaning you have connections to scammers.
Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help.
What's for
The
me?
head of the association is called Kurisu, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
The moment I see Kurisu, I think of Makise Kurisu from Steins Gate, and that's not a guy, so it's kind of messing with my brain.
You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose.
Nope.
Good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
No, they'd find themselves dead. Don't worry, I'd get my money back.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
That's not something that you should probably be thrilled about. Let's be real for a sec.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Real.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail, isn't it?
The thing is, you guys, you're saying he's Makise's ancestor, but Makise is her surname. Her first name is Kurisu. So, not possible at all.
That's right.
And no Luca
astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it.
So, we get to kill government officials. We get to be an assassin while here. That suits me. Sure, we'll do that.
They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow? What's that?
So crystallized bones? I'm interested to see what it looks like, but...
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along.
Clearly this decree was not made by Baal, or if it was, then there'd need to be a reason she's harvesting this.
Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow.
Crystal marrow sounds like a certain drug. Oh god, you just see people grinding it up and sniffing it in a corner. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, this is good stuff. I understand why they're after it. It's like, no, we're taking that.
But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price higher and higher.
So you guys are stuck in a slum where you can't actually get a hold of what you need to even maintain doing business here. So you're not able to make money to get it either. That's shit.
Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Val's just a drug addict, explains why all this is happening. No chance. I cannot imagine her taking drugs. It'd be funny, but no, I doubt it. Can you imagine her acting like some sort of weed-smoking hippie while in wherever she lives and writing out decrees? She's just stoned and writing them down. God.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Yeah, that's a monopoly.
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to.
So, let me kill him, and your problem's solved.
It's a vicious cycle, the consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly.
I'm guessing they don't care.
But this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder.
What a phrasing. I'm kind of liking the fact they're going quite... I want them to go darker in Genshin's story. This isn't dark as in gory levels or anything, but the fact that we're seeing some active suffering is... I don't take pleasure in it, I just enjoy the fact that the narrative is actually including it. Versus it just being something in character stories or in the books that you find around the map. We're actively engaging with bad shit that's going on.
Fontaine, my dear homeland.
Ooh.
I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
I want to see Fontaine after this. I'm not as hyped for it as I'd ever... Like, my hype for Inazuma was so through the roof. Like, this will probably remain my favorite nation. I'm so confident because I have so much interest in Japanese history and folklore, so this is just ideal for me.
Sounds awful. You're really bleeding them dry.
But if the story can maintain something really good, like, I didn't enjoy what they did with the last patch involving the twin. The way that they cooked us was really unnecessary. Dainsleif was so interesting, but the way they ended it off, they shouldn't have shown us the other twin. I really don't think they should have anyway.
What do you think we should do?
You're looking forward to Fontaine the most. I'm interested in Sumeru as well, though. Like, I'm interested in all of the nations for their own reasons, but this is, like, the priority for me personally. But I am interested in seeing everywhere.
But Carisu's the head of the association, and even he hasn't had any luck. Not to mention, we're Outlanders too.
Which is why, let me stab the root of the problem.
Right, and besides, I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for us.
Nah, we'll manage.
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem by going to the other party involved.
Let's beat the Shava merchant.
That vendor.
I'm all for this.
I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
All we need to do is either find where he gets his supplies from or beat the shit out of him and make him drop the prices. One of the two will work.
It definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down.
To me, he's more likely to try and scam us, meaning we can just play innocent and manipulate him. But hey, I don't think he'll drop his guard. I think he'll try and make good on the opportunity, because he sounds like a scumbag, and that is what a scumbag would do.
If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Okay.
Got it. We're on the case.
Let's go. Wait. Some fine wine from Mondstadt. Alright, so you're able to actually get wine from Mondstadt. Yeah, I've already... How's business been? Would your liquor be better than Dawn Wineries? How's business been? I want to... I'll come back. I don't want to dig too much into what the characters are talking about. I will get stuff in passing, like side quests. It's just, yeah.
Huh?
Whoa, that's cool looking stuff.
Are you new arrivals?
Yes, we just arrived.
So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business.
If I stab you, you won't have a business.
Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
Do you know what being alive means?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they?
No, I'm just here to screw you
They're
up.
wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable. Not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
He knows he can pilfer the money. Come on.
Get out of here. Go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place. And they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
There's a chance that he's working with the members of the commission that asked for this specific tax. Unless Baal genuinely needs crystal marrow for something. Which, God knows if she does. Well, yeah, ironically, the phrasing, God knows, yeah, she knows, but we don't.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.
Time to get a real
Good
fixer.
idea. Let's check back in with him.
Like how we just beat him up and take his resources. That'd make the most sense. It's like, unless he is gonna actually get us in trouble, which would get him beaten the shit out of even more. Beating him up would actually make him at least afraid of us, meaning more liable to talk.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
No.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
You're going to have to help us help you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? I'm familiar.
He's an asshole.
He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by.
Ha!
But he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently.
That's because he's manipulating the stock of a certain thing.
I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
So he left the association and now is actively screwing him over. What a dick.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him?
Seemed like a Mondstadt to me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma.
Okay, so we can go back to Mondstadt and kill his family. I'm joking, I swear I am.
When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
Huh. What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I think Jean might have some issues with that. Who cares? We're the hero Mondstadt. If we feed him to his family to a dragon, that's completely up to us. We don't have to have the authorities involved, we can just do it.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that.
I'm sure Venti
I
wouldn't
believe
care.
The most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
No, I think you're wrong, Thoma.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Listen, we know Mondstadt well. We can find his family.
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
We know who your god is. And we'll ask them for help to send their dragon to eat you and your family. There's the offer. You can see my method of doing things when I don't have any patience for people.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
Time on your hands.
Huh? Where's this coming from?
I'm debating on which of these would be funnier. Bad, because Venti reference.
Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
Ooh, I can give him any resources. I'll give him a Cecilia because that's a local specialty. Ah, I turned back into Venti for it
I
too.
can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back.
Miliana Archon.
My hometown. The home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
Why don't you? Now here's the moment where we give him alcohol, get him absolutely smashed, and steal all his shit.
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to.
Close your eyes. No.
Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already.
You mean the sound of the ocean?
Oh god, really? This is how we deal with this?
The harbor. I can see it so clearly. And the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants.
You're a sentimental little shit, and that makes you so easy to manipulate. It would only take one woman who is at least somewhat knowledgeable about you, and you would be screwed. Considering Japan in feudal Japan didn't have an issue with prostitution, it would take one woman who knows at least a little bit about him, and he would be so poor he would never be able to sustain himself. What an idiot. This one.
Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
You don't see anything, you're just stupid.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
He probably does miss the places, but he's also being a dick while in Inazuma, so not my problem.
Liyue.
I could give him a pepper and kill him. No. I'll give him a glazed lily because, yet again, local specialty. And a nice one at that.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it.
A lot of people out there sympathize with the position you're in. A lot of people have supported you in the past. I'd say top one.
You mean the folks from the International Trade Association?
The way that you tend...
And I suppose they are far from home, just like me.
The thing is, when it comes to people, the best way that you can incline someone to do something in your favor, and this is a genuine thing that every person, it probably applies to anyone in the world. You do things based on them. You don't make it about you, because then they're less likely to care. If you make it about them, they're more likely to take the information in. And once they're focusing on it, they acknowledge what you're talking about. If you immediately turn the subject from them to yourself or something else that is not significant to them, they're less likely to listen, meaning you're less likely to get any information or any sort of aid.
Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean.
That's very enthusiastic considering how far Mondstadt likely is from this place. Actually, I'll check the map in a second. Let's see just how far this place is from Mondstadt.
I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Then do it.
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
Either you're getting your goods from someone who has a rope around your neck, or the goods are really rare, or you're kind of fucked and a dick and are claiming that you care when you don't.
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough.
The reason that they're rallying together in the first place is because they're weak.
So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world. Alright, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
It's gotta be the commission, or at least someone from
You
it.
ready to talk
now? Come and get a drink with your friends from the association.
But
yeah.
I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Nah, I don't think they'll care that much. Just come on.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right.
Let's go.
So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. Keijiro and his companions.
Thought so. They're manipulating the price of this to make out as much money from it as they can. They're looping it. I'm betting that this resource is really easy to get to, in like maybe a specific area or something, so they have a very limitless stock, but because it's not probably in this area, the other people can't get it because they don't possess visions and can't deal with the things that await them in those areas. That is my assumption.
They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it.
And then give it to you again to resell.
Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, They get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
See?
It's just...
People suck.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
As said, some people will adore the fact that the Shogun's in rule, because why would she care? She's not actively vying for that, but at the end of the day, she's not going to particularly care if Outlanders can't deal with it.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on.
So you're getting mugged as well, but it's better for you to agree to it than not.
Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it.
Well, why would he? That's putting your foot in hot water, which is really dumb.
Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious.
It's probably
As
where
it
he's holding
happens,
stuff.
I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Yeah, works for me.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
I get to stab them after this. Let's go.
Keijiro, it's him.
Did he appear in the trailer? I recognize him. He could have.
After him.
We're stalking someone. We're on the way to becoming a
It's too close.
Oh.
This is for sure.
Oh. He actually...
It's getting further and further away. Let's catch up a little.
He actually detects us. Okay, they've implemented an actual stealth sort of mechanic. Neat. Metal Gear Paimon.
Too close. It's too close. He'll notice us for sure.
Hurry the fuck up. I swear, if they make this obnoxious.
No.
Too close.
Ah!
He's getting further and further away. Let's catch up a little.
Now we can run.
What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us. Too close. That's too close. He'll notice us for sure.
Hurry up, boy.
He's getting further and further away. Let's catch up a little.
Don't worry, I'll stab him when this is over. Nope, didn't want to do that. That was a weird load time. And hey, welcome.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look?
I'd laugh if it's all the money. That'd be such a stupid idea. Why would you do that? If it's all the money, I swear. Come on, what is it?
Whoa, it's a ledger. Boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
It'd be funny. Even if we did find Mara, we would need to give it to the Trade Association. Yes, the real reason.
Yeah.
You admit to it, for God's sake.
Let me take a look here.
It's probably containing all of the money spare he's making from ripping these people off.
Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Useful, but no way in hell someone would realistically store it somewhere like this. He's not far from the settlement. That's a really bad idea. That's, if anything, worse than if it was money.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
No, you won't.
Huh?
I'll drag you by a hair if you don't.
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
The active imagination didn't give that away. Like, he was very into his ideas. All it'd take is for him to have a weird imagination and he'd be a creep.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you? Another new member of the association?
So it's a genuine decree, so it's very likely that Baal, for some reason, does want this resource. Which is interesting. Just, this guy is manipulating it to make a lot of money.
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us.
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger.
The thing is, you'd think he'd fake confidence until we actually show the ledger, because we could claim we have it and we really couldn't. And then he'd be like, he's just dug himself in a hole by us calling him out with a bluff, which would make him the biggest idiot ever.
Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
As said, I have a perfectly good sword. I'm all up for this.
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that samurai and the commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Nah, that's a thing. Samurai are heavily dependent on their honor. Even the Ronin who have no lords. Their honor is so valuable that they're willing to kill themselves for it. So, yeah, if that word got out and other samurai heard of this, he'd be a disgrace.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
And in Japan, I'd say that your respect is actually worth more than your life to some of these people in feudal Japan. Like, your personal worth is nothing in comparison. Like, even if you're able to prove yourself worthy of other things, if you disdain the honor of yourself and your clan, then you may as well be dead.
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
We should tarnish his reputation anyway for this. Just take the benefits of it, then get him sacked off of his position, and then we're done. Unless someone worse would be put in place, which I doubt, because if they really do value their respect, not many of them should really be tax swindling.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
Give us our money back and be fair about the taxes, you piece of shit. There you go.
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Yeah, I would ask for more than that.
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
Good.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
Yeah, it makes him a dick, but
so
hey.
that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Careful.
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
Hi. Your subordinate's been swindling.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Unless you're in on it as well.
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand.
Sure you do.
They're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You Outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You should be honored that he's offering you a drink, you piece of garbage.
You never heard of the Fixer?
Context, Paimon context. That title doesn't have any weight with these people. Yeah,
Here's
pretty much.
my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Interesting, okay.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady
Why did it cut that dialogue?
of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
Make a petition to the Shogun. It's like, bitch, I will blackmail you with that.
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
Neat.
But, Chief!
Hey! Pretty sure that's the title that Ayaka has, so that makes it even funnier.
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist.
Ha!
No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Thoma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
I don't think it matters if he has good relations with them or not. At the end of the day, they all have relations to the Shogun, and she's the one that's important here.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. She's the one who found a way to turn things around.
Sweet.
If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
Wait, did anything actually come of that? No, they basically swept it under the rug and stopped taxing them as highly.
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Okay. He's so much like child. And you think this is any less crowded? Excuse me? Too many people around. We're only a meter away.
The Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right. Time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
Tell me about you.
Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself.
Works for me.
I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Narukami Island is where the shrine is, I'm pretty sure.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time?
Why would he tell us?
So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Yes.
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself.
That only makes it better.
I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted, too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato.
Ah, yay.
Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan.
Hey, there's no fault in that. The thing is, it's not... The fact that she's able to potentially roam on her own goes against Japanese history depending on the period of time that they took to use as inspiration for Inazuma, because women weren't really allowed to roam. They were kept indoors, they were only spoken to normally behind screens, unless it was people who were courting them, and even then, unless it was through their interesting dating practices, we'll call them that, where, you know, the men would sneak into their houses and into their rooms, which is gross, but it's history. They wouldn't normally speak to much of anyone. If anything, there's records of women looking just out of the window all day or hoping to God for guests. It's why writing became such a forward thing and that women revolutionized it in Japan. Hiragana and katakana are each things that became a byproduct of the Chinese language because of women being so bored that they'd write.
I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend.
So as her attendant, are we helping you or her? Probably her.
You're asking the right questions. And to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary.
So we're helping her.
Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island. And I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
You say that history can be fucked, but Japan actually has one of the best treatments of women than any place in the world historically. Women, it was illegal to hit them. The only occasion a man could hit or beat a woman was if they caught their wife cheating. Otherwise, they could not lay a hand to them. Meanwhile, in other places in the world, we know that was not the case whatsoever. The idea of the dating practices are weird and abnormal, but they were normal for the time. So it's just one of those things that has aged incredibly horribly, and in retrospective we can find it incredibly gross and weird. For the time, that was normal.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the main thing was, I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived.
Fair.
Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue.
Sweet.
So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true.
The thing is, if she's heard about our arrival, then there's no way in hell Baal doesn't know we're already here.
That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Hey, good fucking luck with that.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see.
Good.
With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree.
I never offered to help, I refuse. Yeah, I refuse. That's incredibly dangerous. And the thing is, as powerful as the Traveler is, I refuse to believe that they can be a fully powered version of the member of the Seven. It is a god, it's not a person. And we're only gaining, like, brief snippets of elemental power. This is someone who is likely born of that element and is a master of it. She created a storm around her entire island.
That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading. Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Good.
Thoma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Traveler, I'll throw a pebble at the Shogun, that'll stop her, right? She'd probably whack that pebble and it'd whack us in the eye or something and take it out.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now.
Excuse me, what?
Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter.
Oh, okay, that works.
Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Sorry if I'm being a bit slow with this, I'm just indulging in what's going on.
Thoma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going.
There's no reason that we should have selectable dialogue in this moment, because they both lead to the exact same thing. There is one problem.
Huh? What's up?
Outlanders are unable to leave Rito, which they are.
Right! Paimon forgot all about that! Wait, so did Thoma forget that too?
This must be part of his test, yeah.
Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing! As soon as we get off Rito, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score!
How can we settle the score? We have no assets in this place to use against him. And he has all the assets he needs to get what he wants done.
Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
I'd love to see someone try and stop me. I would love to see someone manage to... 30 primogems! Oh, I missed getting primogems from the story. I'd recommend you get out of my way.
Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito?
I wonder if the Kanjo Commission...
Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner?
It's like using another commission is not going to help us here when it's not their territory.
Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
You're on bloody acid, Paimon. He might be intrigued by the things we've done, but I don't see him caring that much. I'd rather speak to the commission.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see, the Kanjo Commissioner?
I'm enjoying seeing all the Naginata around. I still hope that Baal uses one. Because katana aren't really the main arms of a samurai anyway. They used Naginata and they used the Yumi, which is bows, more than katanas normally. A katana was their last line of defense or used for duels. Usually, the Japanese fought on horseback, so they needed the extended reach. And when they were off of the horse, they actually preferred shorter weapons than what we acknowledge as a katana is a sword that is, I think the measurement is a shaku, and it's normally 2 shaku long. That is a Japanese measurement increment for swords. So, normally, the samurai, if they weren't on horseback and were doing close quarters combat or duels, they would choose shorter swords so they were quicker to draw, so they were less likely to be the ones who lost.
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, that's convenient and bullshit.
Oh, Commissioner!
That's convenient and bullshit.
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel.
Wait, this is the guy who appears in the trailer who, when it's mentioned that they lose ambition.
Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
We're talking about katanas.
Huh. Did you get all that, mister?
Ha!
My sincere apologies.
Katanas are not the most optimum Japanese weapon. They were the most acknowledged and the most available, because families would inherit them. A katana is technically any sword. In traditional, well, in feudal Japan, it was technically any of the range of swords. What we call a katana is 2 shaku long. For some reason, the term means a more specific blade versus what it actually was used to describe. Because back in the day, it referred to any sword. And there are multiple types of them. Also, a little bit of tidbit about the katana or any of the curved blades if you're interested. There's two reasons that they believe that the weapons are the way they are. It's either, one, they were made to be curved for riding on horseback because slashing weapons are better than stabbing weapons, or two, people thought it was differential hardening. But differential hardening was something that was used in previous swords, so it's very unlikely that's the reason because they already knew how to use differential hardening and keep a sword straight. So it's likely it was a precaution in case they were using the weapon on a horse. As said, I know a lot about this shit.
Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan.
I know a lot about Japan.
To meet you both.
I like it. I really like the history and culture, which is why I anticipated Inazuma so much and why I'm so scared of the experience being ruined.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
Let us out of Rito, please.
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business only.
Japan is all about out-humbling the person you're with.
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
Paimon, shut up!
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Vortex back under the sea, eh?
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
You're not helping us.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
Realistically, that information should not have made it beyond that duel, unless Child himself told people, or we did. We were the only ones present, meaning either Child is making an ass of himself by telling people he lost, or we've decided, you know what, we're gonna spread that information ourselves.
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, alright.
He wants us to do a favor.
As I thought.
You're trying to manipulate us. You want something, because you know too much and have too much interest.
Something wrong?
No, he wants something out of this, Paimon. Come on.
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all.
You are too kind, or ultimately they still got their way. You're too kind.
Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Kanjo Commission.
I thought that you said that this wasn't just for business. Yet you're turning it into business.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Time to run some errands again?
Excellent. Well then.
Terms and conditions behind what you ask, man.
You must know the Qingxin. A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
I have a shit ton of them. If you want them, you can have them.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So, you want us to go back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300 Qingxin, would you? Freshly picked, I mean.
300? I don't have that many.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble, is it? I see.
You have to be realistic.
How about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
Sure, depending.
Much more like it.
If you're asking us to drug smuggle, then no. Look at Paimon's expression.
709 letters to be precise.
No.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
He probably does, he's just being a dick.
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
Who's that?
What sort of an explanation is that?
Oh.
Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
No. Yes. I'll need to look into it more first.
Don't keep me waiting too long now.
Scumbag. Okay. Let's talk to the lady.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
It's either that or be a fugitive.
Halt, you two!
Just as I expected.
What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick, let Paimon see.
Notice if that was his wife that she's a lot younger than him. So I'm hoping it's his daughter. So, would that I could convey this message to you in person. I apologize for the hasty means by which this letter has come to you, and I hope that it hasn't left you feeling perplexed or perturbed by in any way. This is my first time extending an invitation to an unknown Outlander, after all. It is no mere coincidence that our paths have crossed. Therefore, I hope that you would be so courteous as to meet me tonight under the glow of the resplendent moonlight. Please do not fret about retainers and bodyguards. I will ensure that their attentions shall be elsewhere. I look forward to the pleasure of your company. Hey, they are following Japanese traditions. Neat!
So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this.
Look how pleased she is. We shared a glance.
Huh? Have you been up to something behind Paimon's back?
It was right in front of you. If you're stupid, that's not my fault.
Let's ask her tonight and see what she has to say.
Sure. Let's go. Okay. Leave myself ample time just in case, because the game passes. Isn't it like a minute is like an hour within this game or something? Or like 10 minutes? I don't remember the exact transition.
How about you take a rest while I go back?
Don't worry, we're just sneaking into property that we shouldn't be in. It's fine. Also, that's a bloody... Fine.
Here we go.
I'll bite. I'm gonna have to use Venti's Glide. That's annoying.
Yahoo!
Oh, the way that the buildings are set up, this is gonna be so obnoxious to climb. Oh, you dick. Really? They're doing this to me. There's one way I can cheat my way. Do this. And angle it right. And no. Oh, yes. There you go. You up here. Venti, you're so useful. There you are. And don't you look spiky.
Here we go.
Come on now. I will get things in passing. But I'm not aiming on focusing on too much outside of the main story. Side quests will be done on another, like, in another stream after I do all the Archon quests. I'm so concerned about being spoiled, it's unreal. I want all the stuff that's hidden around the area. And, oh! Oh, yes. Let's have a look at the statue compared to the one we saw. Gimme. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Gimme. Hey! Now let's see how far you are from the rest of the world. Yeah, you're a ways off. And he's like, oh yeah, I can imagine Mondstadt so clearly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can you? Sure. This is quite a big area and I'm approving of it. And we don't even apparently have all of it. Nice. Now let me have a close-up of this statue. Because this one is very likely of Baal. I want to compare the face. Let's see what... No, that's not what I wanted. I need to remember how these damn statues work. I rarely go near them anymore. Okay. So, depth key. Sure. Take it. Fine. We'll do it this way. She's got a mirror. It's ironic because a mirror is the treasure. Okay, yeah, the face looks different. The fringe is different from that other statue. Yeah, that statue is likely the original Archon then. But a mirror is one of Japan's national treasures. There's 3 national treasures of Japan. One of them's a sword, which is the Kusanagi, which went by a different name originally that was believed to belong to a god. Susanoo, who gave it to Amaterasu. There's the mirror, and then there's also a gemstone of sorts, I think.
You finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato.
Are you his wife or his daughter? I'm genuinely curious on which.
This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Pleasure's mine. Wife or daughter? Please answer.
She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
Okay, so daughter in this case. Because in feudal Japan, men, I think, lived at most to their 60s. And men could have multiple wives, but women could not have multiple husbands. And marriage was more of a social construct rather than an actual vow. People just had to acknowledge you were married for you to be married. Until, like, a strict period of time where Buddhism, like, really took the grips on Japan.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments. And at last, we have the chance to meet.
Please help us get out of this place. I love the...
Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
Oh. If the character was male, they could be hitting on each other. But then I'd feel really awkward for Paimon.
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is... well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
That lip sync was so off, it's unreal.
Discuss what?
I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain.
That was great. I enjoyed that.
I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamachi of the Tenryou Commission.
Hey, okay.
My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamaji.
Yep, women were political pawns. Women could marry up in rank, but men could normally... well, they could marry up in rank very easily. Meanwhile, men were less valued unless they had some sort of grand aims that the family would be willing to fund. They normally tried to marry up to higher established women, but they'd have to have a lot to offer for a family to see it as realistic to invest.
There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
Yeah, no, this is perfect for me. Let's go.
Oh, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
I will take your love letter. You give me a visa, essentially.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my promise.
Reasonable deal.
To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying to hold us up here.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago.
Very arrogant-sounding woman, huh?
They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the shogun.
This is interesting. And that means he has direct confrontation with the Shogun. Ha! Ha! He would be made to bow his head. Or she'd kick the living shit out of him. An arrogant sounding woman. So, either Fatui or it's one high member of one of the commissions.
We don't have much time.
Or someone tied to the
I'll tell
Shogun.
you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is...
Okay.
Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter.
Easily done, don't worry, Liz. This is in the bag. Love letter question mark. I'd laugh if it's a letter to get us arrested or something and we're delivering it to the enemy. Jokes aside, I don't think she's lying, or at least I'd like to think she's not. But hey, who knows?
Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the Kanjo Commissioner. We must be certain that they reach Watatsumi Island intact.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched to ensure safe transport of the goods.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself with such a matter. And as for this qualified escort...
You dare question my abilities?
Do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time. I'm certain punishment will be duly dispensed if it fails to do so.
Sweet. Blackmail.
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know who this...
To be fair, his complaints are incredibly valid.
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with my father's temperament.
Oof. I feel kind of amused and guilty simultaneously, but yeah, no, this is a factor that proves that, yeah, they are gathering those alls as taxes. Why? What are they for?
Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety on your own?
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk. They don't stand a chance.
We're in earshot, Paimon. Shut the hell up.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Do you want to refuse and see what happens?
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the utmost capacity.
Damn right.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves more time to prepare, no?
She's got a point.
Yes, my lady. You heard her. There's no time to lose.
You were the one just opposing and dawdling us. Hey, whatever. Suits me fine. Oh, really? Really? Fine. We'll go for fire murder. Oh, what the hell is that?
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it. Brace yourselves.
We're open. Have a little taste.
1 minute.
Think you can get away?
Let's go.
I got careless. Such a pain.
I'd be in pain if I were you. But I'm not you. Instead, I'm your murderer.
My blade. Monsters sighted. Prepare to counterattack.
These aren't monsters, they're people.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato. Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
This is my exploration team. It's not even my optimum DPS team, which is the shame. Piss off.
Here we go.
Okay, they meant these monsters. Fine.
Watch out! More monsters inbound! Lady Hiraki, stay close.
And then people, but they count as monsters. Oh, hi.
Time for retribution!
Out my way.
Brace yourselves.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
How rude. Time for takeoff.
Official would be way better if I had someone who could utilize the damage per hit, which is not a Claymore user. I only swapped her in out of Ganyu because I thought it'd work better.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I hope it didn't lag at all.
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami Island is just over there. In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a token of my appreciation.
Thank you.
My lady.
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but Shinojo, you...
He's into her, isn't he?
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us, I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji you speak of, my lady?
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
The one you love?
Ha! Oof.
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
What? No, I was just clarifying, that's all. I would never in my wildest dreams,
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course. As you wish, my lady.
But what will happen if your actions here are discovered, Chisato?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food, or something to that effect.
Which is... shit.
Huh. Paimon never suspected a guy like him could have a soft side.
That's not a great punishment, Paimon.
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure we will meet again.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
Oof.
All right.
Oh, rip. Poor fucker. Sacred Sakura's favor. Ooh. Ah, be right back. Something's going on in real life.
Ooh, we're finally on our own way again.
I'm back. Sorry about that. Someone came at the door with post. I needed to at least fetch it, but there's a chance I might have to go again at some point. Hey, these are back.
Find Thoma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Komori Tea House!
I see you on the map. I also see that chest over there, but come with. What the hell are you? Seagrass. Okay. And a quest. I will nab that. Happily. Why are you complaining about eating grilled fish? It's not that bad. I'm not going to be doing side quests, but I am going to grab them in passing. Side quests will be done elsewhere, because I know that I need to get through the Archon quests first, otherwise I risk being spoiled. I'd rather ensure that I get through the Archon quests and indulge in the story blind first, and then do all the side quests. Sakura blooms. You need to touch a Fundo Sakura Burrow to be able to touch the barrier. Huh. Why do you want to get in? Are they just Sakura petals? Are you really after just flower petals, or are you out your goddamn mind? That's a new crab type, based on colour. And it doesn't seem to care that I got right in its face. Oh.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
I just accidentally grabbed something. Wait. This is it? Interesting. Huh. That's neat. I approve of that. I may as well just hand it in because the hand in is right next to it. Electrogranum. Granum? Electrogranum. Food, please. Sakura tempura. Ooh, tempura sounds nice. Recipe, please. Yeah, recipe, sweet. Where will you be going next? Kanazuka. No, Kanazuka. Okay. Works for me. I will be doing all of them, but this one's hand in is right bloody next to it. I'd be dumb to leave and then have to come all the way back. If their conditions are really easy, I'll do them. If they're not, then I'm not. I also have mastered all the cooking recipes I've got so far in this game. So I may as well get more. Oh. Door. Okay, so that reset. Just gonna be right back real quick again. Sorry. Real life stuff. Okay, I'm back. Here's where you discover all the reasons why I don't tend to stream during the day. I do have real life stuff I unfortunately have to do during the daytime involving either, for example, family members and other stuff. So... Oh! Oh! Game, don't make me kill it to put it in the archive. Please don't. It's so beautiful. I want it. If I can't get one and put it in my domain, I'm so angry. Yay! Look at it. It's so cute. Oh, you can see I'm such an animal person. That's embarrassing, but oh well. Oh. The thing is, Kitsune are known for two different things. They're either the messengers of the gods or the mischievous spirits, or well-aged spirits. Oh my god, you're so cute, and they call it a Kitsune too. Oh, that makes me happy. I don't have to kill it. Oh, it lays down and everything. Oh, please let me get them in the game, please. I mean it. I'll do anything to just catch one and keep it. Huh. Where's the... Oh, fox shrines as well. Okay, sweet. And you're wearing a fox mask. Gimme! Look at the Sky Kitsune statue over here. Okay. Favored by the might of Electro. Sweet! Kaboom! Oh, it even glows. Neat. I actually have to grab whatever's here. Ward. Mine. We don't kill the foxes, we kill the people instead in this game, because they're the evil ones. This shouldn't be a problem. Kazari, the Shrine Maiden. Konda Village. Okay. Will there be a reward? Good. That's what she used to say. There's no need to worry. Who is she? Ah, you cook. Cook. Oh. Yeah, sure, I'll murder these people in passing.
Let's play! Okay. Think you can get away? Yahoo!
You know a thing or two.
I swear by my sword. Let's play.
This is my exploration team. They're not really built for combat in all cases. Venti, I've built for combat. Don't worry.
You know a thing or two.
Gimme. Okay, old hand guard. Sweet. Famed hand guard. At the very least, I should get good drops now. I sorted my ascension and my adventure rank before doing this. Electro sigils, sweet. I heard that sound. Secrets, yes. Someone suspicious. Paimon's nose is better than a dog's. Yes. Yes, it is. Find out what. I'm not exactly after trying to get this sorted first. I'm just exploring and passing. Especially since there's a fast travel point here, which will save me hassle later. That's a new item. Ooh, gimme. And you are... I unintentionally spoke to you. You must be an outsider. Oh boy. Tanuki Bayashi, huh? Look around for yourself. Okay. What in the hell? Ugh, big bug! Ah, fuck no. Ah. Kill it. Kill it in fire. God. Ugh. Nothing along the tree. Give. Okay. Child, what are you doing up there? Really? Oh, no. Give. Nah, you're cooking me? Okay, it's just the ankle I glided into it. Fine. Wait. No. No, it's not. What the hell? Nah. We do this my way. Give. No patience for me. I get what I'm after. If I'm pushing hard to get something, I want it. What in the hell? Huh. That worked! I just got... You know what? Yeah, okay. No complaints. I'll take it. It was free. And of course it's in the area that needs one of those damn trees. And there's two of them. Where's the other one? Oh, official, you're already making yourself worthy of all the effort I put into grinding you up. Sweet. You. Whoa! Okay, there's Electro ones of you now. That makes sense. Murder!
Verdict is...
Let's play!
Give me all of your innards. I can use them for ascension. Okay. Convenient. Nah.
Brace yourselves.
Burn!
Yahoo!
Little shrine. Ah! Are you fucking serious? What the hell are those? Huh. Resources are mine. Gimme. What are you? Amethyst lump. Ooh. Passive amethyst. Let's get rich. Take this to another country and sell it on. And on a serious note, potential ascension material, so yes. Oh, smithing material, it could be either. Huh. No. Fine.
Think you can get away?
Comes easy.
Let's play.
May as well give the experience to someone who actually needs it. Fischl doesn't have... I don't have a good way to get experience right now aside from getting stuff from chests. Ooh, okay, that's new. Fine. I'll buy it. I really shouldn't be exploring so much. I'm meant to be going through story. Yeah, this island doesn't have any secrets, right? Right. Right. What in the hell? What the fuck? Really? That's so mindfucky. Huh. Right. I'll have to do all this stuff later. I'll mark it on the map. I should really continue a story unless I come across stuff that's specifically what I want to do. Byakko Plain, what a name for the place. Neat. Right. That's marked. Let's continue. Look at all of the shit around here. Right, hi. Murder.
Lucky day.
It's your lucky day, mate.
Retribution.
Here we go. Wind, hear me. Brace yourselves.
Move to the ferry.
Give. There's 10 primogems. They're so glorious. Now, I seek side quest. I'll grab it. What the? Give. I'm gonna have a lot of exploring to do later. Jesus Christ. Fox! Oh, I love you already. Don't call me Big Sis. Gamma Tamari. But I still think Tamari isn't played like this, which is not, but oh well. Oh, they're actually gonna... Okay, this is how the game works. Well, that was easy. Just grab this. Whoa! Pretty. so pretty sure Electro worked on this again. Okay, yeah. Pretty. Yes. Huh. The Almighty Shogun's Shukaku is taller. Huh. We'll see. I'll climb up there and find out. Oh, why is my connection dipping? No, this is how it gets annoying. Why is it dipping again? And it seems to have stabilized now. How weird. Please just stop doing that. Why does it dip? Nothing's really changing. The Tamara can turn into a bomb. Sounds like Amber. Hey, I'm cool with playing... You know what? I'm not gonna say that. Only bad guys will be bombed. Probably. Normally it's bad guys who have bombs, but hey, whatever. That's funny. Okay, that's interesting. So you're able to actually put it wherever the hell you want. Neat. Okay. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Inazuma City. Hajime! What a name. I'm curious on what you sell. Nothing. Great. I want you to forge something for me. Okay, I need to unlock new recipes. Being here isn't enough. That's fine. Just two, so I'll grab it. Yip's publishing house. Yeah, she was mentioned before as well when it came to writing. And the connection's going to shit again. What the hell is going on? That was a dip. I'll take care of it. Hey! I helped with that story. A Legend of the Sword, we know who that is. I have that boy in my team. Singsha. If I'm not butchering his name pronunciation, it's Singsha.
Yae Publishing House is out.
Later, I will talk to them. For now, no. I'm having a nosy. Ooh. Mine now. Give. Fine. Tell me about your wares. Even big shots from the Shogunate order from us, fair enough. And Sumeru, neat. References to other nations. Awesome. I will come back and speak to you later. For now. Hi, Catherine. Yep. She's an android because she has a dialogue implying she is anyway. She says error every now and again, like she's failed to load scripts. I also want to teleport. I already can. Yep, there. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that dialogue. Let's see if I can get recipes from you. Because normally food vendors sell recipes, so I won't. Yeah, you do. Give miso soup, yakisoba, tonkatsu ramen, which is pork ramen, and lavender melon. Pretty. Neat. I like the cooking in the game. Don't judge me, please. Oh, wow. This area. Beautiful. Ooh. Let's have a look at what you sell. I know I can't buy anything. I know I don't have the stuff for it. But let me see. Oh, I can't get shit. Got it. Okay. Now let's break into the Shogun's house. Because this will go as well as a house on fire. Actually, let's see if there's sheepers in here. Nah, uninterested in you people. Get out of my way. Such a pretty area. Ayaka would be right at home here. Yeah, she would. Get out of my way. Oh. Hey, look! The flowers are imprinted on the door. And big drums. Do I want to climb to the top? Storm Terror's lair is definitely bigger, but I'm really tempted to just climb up. Later. I have a fast travel point now. I may as well go to my objective. Baal just sees us doing parkour on our house and just shoots us with lightning for it. It's fine. Huh? What a headache. Hi, is there something you want? Master Kamaji. Oh, okay. I've unintentionally done this. Ha! I didn't even mean to. I was just trying to climb around. That's funny. So the Shogunate actually live within the area. So we know that the Shogun is everlasting. Oh, the flower choices and everything here. Beautiful. They mentioned a bridge. I also see that side quest. I'll grab it. See if I can do it another time. I am gonna grab that side quest though. Transitioned on and off screen. Did one appear on the other side? I don't think one did. Okay. Kitty. Whee! I will get them in passing, but I'm not actively seeking them out. I don't see this place being under the Kancho jurisdiction, which it's not. Ha! Are you waiting for someone? Don't worry. You just said that you were inclined to a break. Dick. It should end up here. Some proper talk, alright. Ha! I feel like yours is more evident demeanor. Let's go. Oh! Okay, so this is the guy. I found those bottles. Oh, that's cool. You said drifting bottles, right? Are you referring to this? Yeah! I found these in Dragonspine. That's so awesome. Hahaha. Well, you like this when you were writing the letters too. Please continue. Yeah, sure. Let's go. No, we're not heading there at once. Yeah, good. We're not heading there at once. That is not how this goes. I get the side quest, yes. That doesn't mean I'm running your errands. It means I am accepting the quest and we'll do it later. That is what it means. Okay, now, tea house time.
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Neat.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
I have a letter, so no. You serve me.
We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering Outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Listen, I have a letter. Shut up.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Thoma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Sweet. Thanks for adopting a more welcoming attitude after being a bitch.
Well, that sounds more like it.
The smug Paimon is smug Paimon. Come on, game.
Well, now that we're here, where's Thoma? Paimon doesn't see him anywhere.
Oh, this was the place.
He
Yeah!
to meet us.
Almighty doggo! It's so nice of Baal to give a pet a tea house and a bunch of slaves. I mean, what?
They forgot their promise. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What?
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form?
What? Nah. Nah.
Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
What?
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
I know a dog when I see one.
Alright. I've had my fun.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I was about to say, that is bullshit. Nah, you do not look like a dog person.
Hey!
Explain the doggo to me, though.
Ugly nickname, mister!
No click nickname.
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito.
I like Thoma. He amuses me.
So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived.
Being a troll, I still want to know about the dog, though.
But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary.
Just give me the dog and we're even.
It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
We already refused you, remember?
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies.
The courage to face the lightning. We know what this means. He wants us to oppose the Shogun, and that's a bad idea, but you know what, whatever.
Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you?
Yes.
Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same, but when the lightning struck...
Okay, so we're actually hearing about Kazuha's friend. Oof.
Ah, so you've heard of his story.
We don't know his name. You can tell us that.
His light still burns all the more brightly.
You could tell us his name. That'd help it burn brighter.
Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Great, more errands.
Oh? Where?
Doggo.
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
So she's actually so she's making the statue. It didn't pre-exist, so this might actually really be based on the sword hunt like I thought. Neat. Almighty Doggo, I want to learn about you. Owner of the tea house. Who's... No. We can spoil the dog. Have you met someone who smells like me before? A kiss. So the dog has quite a strong understanding. Can I sign a contract with you to work here? Wait. No. Ooh. I will take that money. That is mine now. The dog's bloody loaded. I'm all for this. The dog's a bloody money laundering god. Your vision. A polearm instructor. Strangely, losing the vision felt like letting go of a heavy burden. Those obsessions I had before all disappeared. Okay, neat. So here's someone who actually sees it as quite important. He thinks it's better to be without, meanwhile people mention it's a loss of ambition. I no longer need to slave away for some glittering little ball. Ah, that's funny. Oh, you give me free stuff? Sweet. Awesome. There's actual Ooh, I like this area a lot. Wait. Okay, that's clever. I'm just being nosy now. This place has definitely got my attention. You need an invitation to even get in this place, so these people are important at the very least. I'd assume you'll give me something if I test you on the right subjects. So, let's see. About cause. About the doggo. It is an old friend of mine. Ninja aren't a thing. Just to explain this, ninjas aren't actually technically real. The idea of a ninja is something we made up. Stealth operations did not belong exclusively to areas in Japan. They were used everywhere. And it was standard samurai who did them. So, the idea of a ninja doesn't exist. I don't know how I feel about the game using the idea of a ninja when they didn't exist. Right. Book.
The books were more interesting in the past.
I will read through the books later. I actually really like reading the books from the game. I've read all of the ones that were in the game before this update, so I will probably read the upcoming ones. I thought they were basically assassins. Ninjas, as we perceive them, do not exist. They were just standards. Real life stuff. It's definitely a different person.
People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
And welcome to the sword hunt.
Visions?
We are going to take your stuff.
All the visions that are collected from the vision hunt decree are put into this statue?
As a symbol of prosperity and peace.
So you've already heard of the vision hunt decree.
Why?
Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts.
They weren't called ninjas. The term ninja comes from the word shinobi, and normally it was used to describe the idea of breaking and entering. It's not actually a title in most cases it was used. The term shinobi is literally, I'm pretty sure it directly translates to break and enter or something along the lines of it. So, the word shinobi is used in text, but not as a title because there is different kanji for it. So, no, it is just the idea. It was an action, normally in the times it was written about, rather than a description for an actual role.
As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity.
Yeah, definitely different. The fringe does not line up to the Statue of the Seven.
The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma.
Your mouth isn't even moving. They didn't even try with lip syncing. But yeah, no, I stand by what I said. Shinobi as we know it do not exist. They were normally samurai described to just be good at breaking and entering. Which is really funny, because the game is stating that they do exist when it is very, very unlikely that they really did. Like, of course, we can't prove for certain that they didn't, but it's incredibly unlikely they did. Because we have more evidence to suggest that they didn't.
As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs, and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement.
And the frames are eating shit again. Come on, stop dipping. Why is the connection doing this?
The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it, for all time.
There's gotta be more to it than that, though. She has to have at least a reason behind it.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course they do. Otherwise, why would they dictate their nations at all?
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree...
God, the frames. Stop fluctuating, Wi-Fi, please.
Perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change. and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist.
You say perhaps, though, but that's only one alternative to the many reasons she could have. Because if that's the case, she would let you leave.
Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
The omnipresent god. Which is likely the original Archon, and look at the hair, it looks like Yae Miko.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, oh, I don't know, selfish?
Only Outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt Decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Despite some humans actually agree with the idea that letting go of visions is actually beneficial to them, there's a chance she's doing this to help the people rather than to hurt them. After all, they're burdened by it. Why would you trust people that other gods have chosen? Why would you want an inequality of power within your nation? There's a lot of good reasons she would have for not wanting the decree. Well, not wanting visions to be in the thing, which is why she made the decree. What the hell? Okay, cursed.
Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
That's intriguing.
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
You could hear the sound of people's aspirations. Huh.
Aspirations?
So the reason they got visions in the first place, but we know that the gods grant them, so that's weird.
That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition.
No, it represents the gods' favors towards their ambitions, and some people actually are glad to be without it.
So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
I'd rather go and see Yae Miko, to be honest, but hey.
Finally!
The aspirations of all.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
I thought the direction seemed off. Okay, we'll be running this way then. We can get a new domain at least.
think he can get away?
Pretty area. Really pretty now for some reason. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I like this place. Wow. Ooh. What in the fuck? What are you? Is this a Sealy on speed? Oh my god, it is! Hey, buddy. Okay. Who would have known? Interesting. I'm so used to Ganyu now. What the hell? Hey, little guys, what the hell were you doing here? And there's a target, so we're going somewhere sacred. So I'm in an area I probably am not meant to be going to right this moment. Little statues of the things, huh? Fair enough. Are they in my archive now? I'd assume I don't kill them. I'd hope not. Pretty. I thought it looked different from a distance.
Yahoo! By royal book!
Burn!
Let me amuse myself
So that's how I interact with them. Okay. Trigger this. And I've unintentionally made my way here. I didn't even aim to come here. Oh well. happy accident. Let's see if I've now got the thing in my archive. Sorry I keep muting. Stuff is happening in real life. As said, I normally don't stream during daytime for this reason. Okay, there you are. Yeah, I was right. It's a tanuki. Cute. So they fight with the kitsune, huh? Fine. Intriguing. Ones of the world. Sweet. More. More. I need more. Baal won't save for herself. Ooh. Patterns in the sand are very traditional as well. Wonderful. Stuff like this makes me genuinely really happy. Ooh, rewards, yes. Oh, I have to wait. Fine. Okay, we'll do it this way. Whew. God. It's very warm still. Ugh. I'm gonna need a drink in a moment. My throat's getting dry, if anything. Jesus Christ.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh?
She sat behind it.
I expected it to be snazzier.
I'd say it's very snazzy, and the thing is, she's probably right behind the screen. It's hard to dock. Jade Chamber.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirazage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at?
It's tradition to talk to your guests behind a screen. They normally didn't allow women to speak face to face with most people. Yeah, she is. I was right.
Oh, behind the screen?
Yes.
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Just had a sip of my drink. My throat is really dry.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea.
Yeah, I'd say you're fine.
I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Thoma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times.
If they claim that we can beat a god in combat, I refuse to believe it. I'm expecting that we're going to be fighting Baal, and if we do, I want us to lose, because in my mind, there's no reason we should realistically be able to win.
At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot.
I don't think it's senseless. I'm pretty sure she has probably a very good reason for doing so. As said, the Sword Hunt Decree was made for a number of reasons, one of which to try and make people peaceful. Just checking, how long do you plan to go for? Not that much longer before I have a break. Then I'd have to set up another thumbnail, because I need food at some point too.
Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties.
Look at that kimono. Nice.
A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
I'm just here to meet the Shogun. I never said I would fight her. I want to meet her, and you said you would make that happen.
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
I'm going to leave now.
No, please. Wait. Please, don't go.
What?
I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
Bitch, you put us through obstacles already. We had to fulfill a little test to just get here, and you don't think you're asking too much?
What are your wishes?
Pretty flowers, though.
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
So I just need to speak to them? Okay.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here.
This is a tall order.
Then you have my gratitude.
Ooh, look at the... Ooh, I want those wall scrolls. Let me put those at my house. Let me put those in Serenity
I'm sure you'll
Pot.
do great.
Yeah, I'm sure you think I will. You're used to making me run errands now. Princess behind the curtain. They make her do a runner. Thanks. That's scummy. Ooh. They've also got katanas on display. And those are actual katanas based on the length. What we acknowledge as katanas. Ooh, look at that one with some. Ooh, this. I'm enjoying this far too much. My throat is so dry. Ah, Wi-Fi, please. Stop it. You guys can apparently hear me again. So I'm just... Yeah, I know it's gone to shit. If anything, I think now might be a time to maybe call it and let everything settle again. And then after... Can you guys see things? Huh. Okay, you can. I can see things on my monitor. Alright. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call it for a bit and have a drink and ease my throat and then continue after. So I'll need to make a thumbnail and just modify the stream a bit once this one ends properly. Hopefully that's okay with you guys. Sorry about this, but I can't control the Wi-Fi connection. I will be back though in... how long should I give it? Maybe 2 hours or 3? I'd recommend joining the Discord if you haven't already, because that's where I tend to notify about stream times. I do aim to continue streaming, just with how the Wi-Fi is being right now. I may as well take a break and get something to eat and have a drink, since I have been streaming around 3 hours, which has been fun. Don't get me wrong, I've been thoroughly enjoying it. Just... hopefully that works for all of you, and then after we can continue on. I'd appreciate if you liked and subscribed, and I will see you guys later on. As said, I'll link it in the Discord when I start streaming again, and I'll notify about it a little ahead of streaming. So, thank you all. And I'm gonna explore the map actually, I'll wait for stream. I'll go back to previous areas and just check on my resources. I'll save actual exploration for during stream. Also, just while we're at this implies we get to keep the boat. And I am all for it. God, it's so warm. See you guys soon, and see you on Discord probably. I'll message on there if anything during the break. It's just I really should get something to eat and drink. My throat is actually dying now. And that way you guys get to take it easy for a bit as well before it continues. Take care, everyone.